Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video I'll be taking you through some ideas on how to get started with the zombie genre. In the video we're going to be going through all the models we use in Population Z, and we'll include mats, terrain, we'll have a look at trees and scatter terrain, vehicles, miniatures, and some tokens as well. And I've put together a playlist which I'll link to at the end of this video that will make it really easy for you to find any videos that I refer to in this video, and also a lot of the miniatures and terrain that we're going to be looking at I've covered in videos that are dedicated to them. Okay, let's get started, and we'll begin with the mats. And here you can see my most recent purchase. There's a 6 2x2 mats that you can put together to create an awesome 6-foot by 4-foot board. These were made for the Walking Dead game. I bought them on Element Games. They've since sold out, but keep an eye out there, and also Wayland Games with the links down below so you can get hold of them when they come out again. And Wayland have got a lot of different options. Now, one good thing about these is they're 2x2, and although Population Z is based on a 3x3 game, we are going to be doing some one-shots and little mini challenges that are based on 2-foot by 2-foot, so this is going to work out really nicely for that. So if you can get hold of them, it really does look cool, and I love having this long road. It's really thematic, it immerses you in the game, just brilliant fun. I've also got a ton of 3-foot by 3-foot mats, and these are from Warzone, and I've done a separate video on that. Again, that's in that playlist, and these are really nice. So when we've got all different scenarios, maybe in the desert to look at, these are going to be perfect. The print quality is excellent, really thick, so these are a really great option. And there's some different ones here. You've got like a cobblestone effect as well. And of course, these are great for any game, not just zombies, and we'll be using them in our new fantasy game when that comes out later this year. This one's really nice. You've got this thick grass, so that's going to be perfect once we get into the woods. And then here, maybe you're going into an older town centre, something like that. All these different textures are really going to add to the effect. And you can see you've got some great ones here with the different brickwork, and you've got all the different cobbles, and you've even got some floorboards in there as well. When things get frosty, we've got the snow version, and Warzone also put the logo on there if you want to get something on there for your own channel maybe, or for your own club, and then they've got the little Warzone studio logo there as well. So lots of different mats. I'm a big fan of these. I've got tons of them, and these are my favourites by far. Great quality. But there's also some that I've got from Battle Systems. These are 3x3. You've got the nice grass, and then you've got like the muddy village as well. They're a nice option. You can often get them quite cheap as well. Then we've got the 2x2 mats from Battle Systems that come in some of their games like Core Space and some of the terrain sets. Definitely check out their city terrain set video in my playlist. These are going to be perfect once we start going into bunkers and things. So there we go, that's the mats covered. Now let's have a look at the terrain, and you might recognise a lot of this from the How to Play Population Z series that we've been doing, and all this coloured MDF is from Wayland Scenics. Now the good thing about this is once it's built you don't have to paint it. Same goes for the battle system terrain. You can get this card terrain that's all printed and ready to go, and with some of the new modern and sci-fi sets you can build them in different ways. Here's one from their village set. And then TT Combat is a fantastic resource for MDF, so well priced. You're going to have to paint this up though yourself, so once it's built you will need to paint it. Although these little shacks are going to be cool dotted around in the woods. Here's some cool terrain from GameMat EU. This is going to work out really nicely. Although it's a bit sci-fi, you could certainly use this in a city terrain. And then I've built a lot of terrain as well. And this is something we're going to be doing a lot of with Population Z. I've really wanted to have a game that encourages me to make terrain, and the zombie genre is perfect for that. And these hammocks are so cheap. It's just cardboard, painted, and it's going to fit in really well once we do some military type skirmishes. I'm a big fan of using the foam, the XPS foam, and I've done tons of videos on this. Again, they're in the playlist. This is some that I made for Age of Sigmar, which we've also used in Population Z to represent Big Stone, so you can jump off that into the lake. And then there's all little desert pieces as well. These are great, so cheap. Once you get that foam, you can get a lot out of the big sheets, even make hills. Now we're on to trees, and of course you can get stuff like Games Workshop trees, but I'm starting to look more into the railway hobby and building terrain with these little trees as well. And I was in one of the local cheap shops here in the UK and found these at Christmas time, which are perfect. Now some more scatter terrain. These are great little pieces all formed out of resin, and then you can buy little walls and things like this from your hobby shops too. Those little sandbag barricades are from March of War, and then I've got pieces from Warcry, different games as well. And then Terrain Crate. Now the quality's not brilliant in some of these, but it's really going to help bring the scenes to life, and there's not much out there to choose from, so I was really happy with what I bought. Okay, let's have a look at vehicles next then. So you've got loads of options here. You can even buy kind of Airfix style kits. There's a 148 helicopter. I've got this Siku toy car. Loads of toy cars just from cheap shops that are local to me. Go in second-hand shops, see what you can find. I've done a vehicle video dedicated to scale that you can have a look at the end of this one. And I go into a lot of detail about vehicles and scale there. So hopefully that'll be helpful. Alright, on to the big one then. This is the miniatures section, and there's just a ton here to look at. So I'm going to break it down and we'll have a look, starting with the more higher priced, working our way down. Here we've got some metal miniatures from Infinity, and I love these miniatures. I use these as my Necromunda gang. Also have a look at Games Workshop, because some of the Astra Militarum are going to work nicely. Then there's all my favourite ones at the moment from Hayland Terrain. Also check out Crooked Dice, loads of great characters on those websites. I'm a big fan of Anvil Industry. I've featured them a good number of times on the channel, and we've got some great characters that are going to come and be featured in the game and in specific scenarios as well. So yeah, really excited about that. Then I've got some cool animals from Warlord Games. These are a great way to get the right scale, and they're plastic kits and metal kits, so you've got lots to choose from. We've got tons of animals. You'll see that once we get to a farm later on. And then from Warlord Games as well, it's a really good time at the moment. Go and check out their Project Z range, because they've discounted it heavily. And you can buy the sprues that don't come in a box so cheap. You could get like 10 survivors or 10 zombies for as little as £3. You can also get biker gangs and sprues that are just full of weapons. I've bought a ton of these while they're cheap, because I don't know how long that sale is going to last, so I could definitely recommend getting those. And this is going to be really fun when we start building survivors each week. There's also some vehicles. I've got some Humvees from there as well. They were in the sale too. Then, of course, there's Zombicide. If you're a fan of Zombicide, there's a good chance you've got that game already, and this is a brilliant resource to get all number of zombies that you can use to represent the shufflers in Population Z, and also the special zombies as well. There's some others mixed in there from Walking Dead No Sanctuary. This was a game that came out a while ago on Kickstarter, and you can get the sets for like £12–13 now on Amazon and eBay, and they're packed with zombies, packed with survivors and NPCs. The quality's not great, but for the price I think it's worth it, and a great way to get started. I mean, if you want to get 60 to 100 zombies like I've got here, you can get them really cheap and get started straight away. In our game Population Z, we also provide cutouts. These are free online. You can go on our website, download those, print them off and cut them out. And you can also get tokens as well if you want to try a 2D game of Population Z. Then, of course, there's Lego, and Lego makes for fantastic survivors in this kind of game. So I really recommend trying with Lego minifigures. But there we go. That's a ton that we've looked at now. We've still got something else to look at, though. That's the tokens. So let's go through them. And again, Lego is great for using as objective markers, searchable items. We've printed off different tokens that you can use as well to represent bins and crates, things like that. We make our noise tokens available to print off, but if you get something like Zombicide or Walking Dead, you're going to get loads of different tokens that you can use, and a lot of them work around noise already, so that's cool. Dice, I've got some links for some cheap ones in Amazon that work great. I've got Warcry, some from Age of Sigmar, some from different board games. And then if you just grab your favourite board game, you're probably going to get loads of different tokens and things that you can use from that. So you really don't have to be paying out for anything right away. Then there's all the cards, and these, again, free to download on our website, and then just get some card protectors. We like the Dragon Shield ones that we've linked in the description, and then you've got all the cards you can use in your game with this cool little box too. And if you don't want to print the cards off, they're all in the book, and they're in order of the different skirmishes too. So that's it. I think we've gone through it quite quick and given you a nice overview now of things like terrain, miniatures, cars, what to use, and especially what we've been using in our videos. Going forward, we're going to be focused on building our own terrain and making videos about that, because that's one part of the hobby I really love, don't do enough, and I really want to do that. And Population Z is going to be perfect for building hospitals, bridges, all sorts of things, so I can't wait for that. But use this video as a starting point, and if you check out that playlist, that again I'll link to it at the end of this video, then you'll be able to see all the videos that go into more detail about the different models and different terrain sets that we've covered in this one. And there's about 60 videos just in this one. If you want to look at how to paint miniatures, I've also covered that. I've done almost 1,700 videos on the channel now, so there's certainly lots for you to have a look at. But these 59 videos in this one, in this playlist, they're going to give you everything specific to what we've covered. And I'll be keeping this up to date, adding more videos to it that I think are relevant in the future. So hopefully you'll find that helpful. I've got lots more to do here on the channel. We've got tons of terrain and things we've been working on. We've got lots of sets to get organised with. I'm going to be tidying up and getting ready now for Population Z to really get started on the demo games, battle reports, building terrain. So we're going to change the room around a little bit. But yeah, lots more that you're going to see here on the channel. If you've got any questions, please add them in the comments. It'd be great to hear what you think, and if I can help in any way, that'd be awesome too. If you'd like to find out more about Population Z and how the game works, then check out the How to Play Population Z series. We've got 11 videos there taking you through every aspect of the game. And once we get the room sorted, we're going to get that demo game posted as well. So that'll be very soon. And then after that, battle reports, building. We're going to go deeper on survivor builds, things like that. Actually making the models from scratch using those Warlord game miniatures. So if you can get hold of those, that'd be cool and fun, I think, to follow along with us. So hopefully you found this video helpful, the how to play video helpful. There's also a book overview for Population Z Welcome to Huntsville, so you can see exactly what's included. And we've also produced an asset book. It's totally optional, definitely enhances the game though, makes things a lot easier to get started. So we've done a separate video where we go through that one as well. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and if you've got any links to anywhere you think would be interesting and helpful to anyone else watching the video, that'd be cool. Add those. I'd love to hear what your favourite miniatures are and where you like to get your terrain from too. So I'd be really interested to find out. Check all those links out down below as well. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you found the video helpful. If you did like it, it'd be great if you hit the like button. Subscribe as well to keep up to date with more videos. And I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.